When replicating this study, we came across several limitations. One of the first limitations was population size. Our study only had 5 participants, which is a rather small population size. This makes it hard to generalize the intervention across many populations. Future research should focus on creating a bigger population size so that it is better to generalize it across different populations. Another limitation we came across was that our researchers were also our participants. This can add great bias to the results of our study. Additionally, running the Happy Frog self-monitoring application on our phones denied us access to several other distractors that we normally have, such as texting, any applications we would use on our phone as Facebook, Instagram. None of those were available to us when we were using the self-monitoring Happy Frog app. So once the intervention is removed, we have many more distractors available to us. Another limitation we had was the inability to see what was being worked on. We recorded from our laptops, therefore the researchers were not able to see exactly what the participants were doing on their laptop. So when we were marking whether they were off task or on task, if they were on their laptop, we couldn't tell if they were actually working on homework or if they were surfing the web, looking at various websites. We had no way of knowing. A better way to monitor would have been a recording device that could also show us what is on the laptop screen that they're working on. Therefore, we can better generate whether they were on task or off task. Another limitation was participants had various distractors in their settings. Our participants either did this in their home setting or they worked in other settings where coursework could be done. What was a distractor in one participant's location was not a distractor in another. Same with what is surrounding them would not be surrounding them in other settings. Another limitation we had was the measurement system, momentary time sampling. This measurement system tends to underestimate the behavior since we are only tracking if the behavior is at a certain point. If the off-task behavior happened more often and it wasn't at the specific point that we were looking at, then we were not capturing that the participant was off-task at that time. And lastly, participants' knowledge of the observation made them have some bias when they were running the app. They knew that they were being monitored, and this could have added to being on task more frequently.